whereby we will align our goal and what will be the things that moving forward. Just to confirm that you are using a phone or using a computer right now?
Actually, because the video on my laptop is not working, so I'm using the tablet to talk to you, but I have the my laptop in front of me.
Then should be okay because later I will show you some of the Excel file. It's easier to look it on the larger screen or else you will be like zoom in, zoom out over there.
Yeah, I know.
And yeah, okay, and yeah, so we'll align what will be the thing that we progress. And if there's anything that you want to ask regarding to trading, you can ask directly over here as well. And from my side, before we begin anything, I also would like to know your experience level in terms of trading, like how you get started and what is your experience base.
Okay, all this while I have been doing only stocks.
Which stocks?
Normally as a Malaysia stock LSE, because actually my first job was working with one of the local broker here in Malaysia. So because of that, I have more exposure to Malaysian stock than any other countries.
So in a way that you got hidden tips.
Sorry?
We call it under table tips.
Yes and no lah, but then again, we are not those institutional player. So for us to follow, sometimes yes, you can make a little bit of money, but sometimes they may work against you as well. You don't know.
True.
Yeah. So you do not know when they are your friend and when they are your enemies, actually.
True as well.
But just to depends on yourself than depends on other people.
But in this way, right? I believe that you have a lot of experience in trading.
Yes, I have. But because I concentrate, okay, I have a mental block when it comes to forex and other stuff. Sorry, my tablet refused to stand up nicely today. Okay, so I have a bit of phobia in forex and things like that because I heard of too much story. So all this while I have not been into forex option or futures. Okay, but I think I actually wanted to make more money to recover back of what I have been paying all this while. Because my family, I have 3 old folks at home and their medical bills are getting higher and higher. So what I'm making from tuition nowadays may not be enough for me to cover in the future. So because of that also, I'm looking for other alternatives to make some money.
I see.
I do make money from my stock market. That's why, like I tell Vivian the other day, okay, I don't mind shifting some of my investment to pay for your fees so that I can learn something new. Yeah.
And so what is your phobia and what have you tried before in, other than...
Okay, after attending your class and also that after I sign up for the VIP program, okay, I would say that I'm actually quite good at calculation, but somehow I fail to calculate whatever amount that I invest in, how I'm making money and everything. Because I think I do not understand truly, like in the class when you mentioned 0.01 and then you come up with a figure that you calculate and things like that. Okay, for your information, I do feel that your class is a bit fast. You talk very fast. So never mind. I mean, I can understand this because as a trader, normally when I work in stockbroking firm also, and if you notice when I talk to you also, I talk very fast. Because when you are in the market, you tend to talk that fast. But unfortunately, maybe I'm getting old now. I cannot absorb that fast. So I cannot get where your calculation come from. So these few days, I'm trying to watch through again all the recording and things like that, trying to figure out. But till now, I don't think I'm doing very good because there is one single day. First day when I tried the trading was okay, the demo. Second day, I make a losses of about 1,000 USD. And I couldn't figure out why I lost. I mean, I do not know where the loss come from. I just I opened up all the trade, then I went to sleep. Second morning, I wake up. Oh shit, half my account is gone.
Is this true on demo?
Sorry?
Yeah, I mean, this is like how you, after the workshop, you do the trades and you don't know what's happening.
No. during the workshop, I know what's happening because the first day, the trading is very simple. Okay, second day, I still make money during the class. But the third day, when you move the market very fast, that time I lost. But I know my problem. Because I'm too curious, I try to open a lot of trade to see what happened. And that is the same thing that happened for the VIP, your demo classes. I'm still very curious to trying to understand. So I open up a lot of trade. Then after that, sometimes I was too tired that day. I fell asleep. Second day, I wake up. Oh no, gone. But again, I think this is not in the real market, but it is good for me to play like that to understand better. Also, I'm trying to understand your robot better as well.
True. The only way to understand better, as I always recommend that, is do it. All right. You let me show here and there whatever the calculation also lah. You don't do it, you also don't know ma.
Yes. I agree with that. I totally agree because I'm the very curious type that I also have an itchy hand that I will go to try to change everything. Okay.
That's very good. That's good.
But then, please forgive me if I have to ask you all, hey, help, please try to correct it back for me.
Hey, please, all right. That is actually the biggest problem that I'm facing. When we reach out to you guys are never replying me one until my team had to call you up. Hey, hi, how are you doing? Until then, only the student can react.
I think it's the other way around. From the first day after I got a thing, then I try to clarify certain things, and I wanted to start. The account is not there, and then after that, I have problem installing. After installing, now it still doesn't work on my phone, and then I think maybe you have too many students lah. They are a bit lagging. That up to now, I have no reply on why the phone is not working yet.
Yeah. I understand that because I mean, it's kind of shocked that Malaysia even though we are financial hub of Asia as well, but a lot of people still don't know how to open an account, how to log in, and those kind of basic stuff lah.
I actually know I'm quite computer savvy, but I'm just lazy.
But it's a good thing that you are taking initiative to ask questions, because a lot of people that if they don't know, then they just leave it, and that is even worse.
But then you will feel that I'm very probably you will feel like a troublemaker because I will be chasing you. Okay, my background, my first job in the stock market, I was actually the one monitoring all the buying in. You know what's buying in, right?
Don't know the terms.
You don't know the terms. Okay. When you sell last time, it's not under CDS system. You have to deliver the physical stock. So there are a lot of people who, after sell the stock, never deliver the certificates.
Oh.
So when it is due date, so what we do is the buying in. So that time, even now, those institutional account where they actually use the pool of the stock that they have to cover up. Last time also, we will use the margin account stock to cover up. But when they don't deliver, I have to call them up. And then when I talk to the remiser, they are all like, I'm busy. Those are year 93, 94, which are market very good. Okay, you simply throw a stone, you make money. Okay,
true.
You simply throw a stone. Anybody can make a lot of money from the market. So what happened then is that you are just like fighting with the remiser who talk faster. Before you finish talking, they already put down the phone. So because I'm trained from that kind of background, so I'm also very persistent. If I don't get an answer, I keep asking non-stop. I will keep chasing you.
Please chase me. I'm okay with that.
You're okay with that, huh? Okay, that's fine.
So just now I text you the WhatsApp already, you got my WhatsApp. You feel free to chase me. All right. Anything I don't understand trading, that is the best way for me to help you. To be honest.
But that is also very good because then it is in writing, then I can refer back anytime.
Correct.
Yeah.
But sometimes when I'm busy, I look the pictures, then I just voice over then you just make a text for yourself.
No worry. As long as there are some, I remember that the reply is there. If I cannot remember, then I can just go back and search again.
So when you are doing, just now you mentioned that you are quite good in calculation, right? So I'm pretty sure that you are good in calculating risk management.
Hey, but not so much in this forex kind of thing. That's why I keep losing. Actually not
risk management.
Yeah, but then I'm a bit okay, a few things that you go through, like the one in the autopilot, the Telegram, that robot. So I still have not figured out what are you calculating and how you see your risk and things like that. Okay, I need to go through your video one more time because I mean that day the calculation is a bit fast. First day and second day of the lesson, I follow very well. But third day onwards, I start to be lost. Very frankly, from third day, I'm lost. But then when I go through all the lessons in the website that they send for the VIP class, I find that you have two recording there. One is on the about the two robot, one is on the scalping and one on the swing. But the one for the I'm getting a bit mixed up, but in one of it, the content is actually ultimate closer. You said you mentioned UC like that instead of as per the title. So yeah.
Okay, so that is actually the naming lah. So previously the robot is called as Ultimate Closer. Okay, you see Ultimate Closer, and that is actually the official name that we use internally within all the accelerator. But some people outside that when I first time do the workshop, people don't understand that what is Ultimate Closer. So I changed the name to be some even more like 白话文, like straightforward. Okay, this is for scalping, this is for exit, something like this.
That's why initially I thought that I'm watching the wrong thing because the name was different. Yeah.
I see. It's actually the same thing.
I'm still learning a lot of things here, which I actually keep on confusing between which is scalping and which is swing. I thought you mentioned that the swing, you are supposed to longer term with a higher profit, right?
Correct.
But these 2 days, I found that all my trade, the one doing the swing trading, closed faster than when I'm using the scalping. And the profit that I make is lesser because it swing out too fast.
Recently, yes. Recently, the market is extremely trending. It's extremely advantageous toward those people that using swing robots.
That's right. But then the result looks like opposite from what you mentioned in your class.
So it really depends on the settings, right? And that's what I always emphasize. Yesterday, I just have a coaching with a student. We talk about why don't that you just fix a setting that can use forever. Then I was said I also hope that this setting can be fixed forever. Hope that the financial market also been fixed. But financial market is always changing. So that's why I opened up the setting. There are a lot of, I just want to tell you that there are a lot of robot out there that is like fix everything for you. You just plug and play. But personally, I don't buy into all this because I pretty much know that market change, if you can't change anything, you are die.
Actually, my problem with that, I need a robot because it's sometimes after I open the trade, then I have no time to look at it. So if there is a robot to help me to close the trade, that would be very good. Okay, that would be very good for me. But of course, I don't like to be fully controlled also. If there is a little bit here and there that I can tweak around, that would be good. I mean, what you have, I think probably just fulfill my requirement.
True. And to tell you the truth is that in the real market, those people that very profitable is those using like semi-auto. Like just in the workshop, there are also a lot of people that asking, hey, I thought that it's fully automized. Yes, there are people that automatically done, but you don't know that the people that work behind the scenes for you. All right, there is no such thing as fully auto.
But I still have to do one thing. I have to rely more on the robot to close my deal rather than itchy hand to close it all the time.
All right. So we call it as a strategized exit. Like the normal way we do the take profit, right, is take profit. But we know I traded before. I know that 90% of the time the price never hit to my take profit. Even it hit, it can go even further than this one. So I recalculate that actually Warren Buffett don't set a take profit also. All right. The take profit says I got it. But 90% of the time he also don't take profit. He closed by his intuition also. So that's why the robots come in.
Yeah, I know. But when I set the trailing, what do you call, the trailing something, when you close the what you call,
Trading stop loss.
trailing stop loss, my trade tend to be stopped faster, is it? The trailing
Okay,
stop.
so I believe that you are using default setting, right?
Default set
Change anything
no
yet?
default setting, the trailing stop is not there. But when I right click on whichever trade, then there's one trailing stop. So there is listed there is from 5 points to 40 points, or I can customize it. So normally I would choose the longest, either 40 or 50 there instead of customizing. Is it because
so
that I choose the point too close?
yes, it's too close. So how to calculate that? 1 point is 1 digit increment in the last decimal. So 50 point is just 50 of the last decimal.
So meaning that if I'm looking at, okay, let's say I look at the gold market. Gold market is now selling 193169. So the 1 point is the last digit 1. I see. So if there is a 2 decimal point, it will still be the very last figure, is it? The last
Correct,
digit.
regardless of how many decimal point.
Okay. No wonder my gold market always close when it is so little.
True.
Okay, no worry.
And the robot default that given to you guys is 50 point. The
50.
swing trading.
Swing trading. Yeah, I saw that.
Default is 50 lor. So even you set to 45 or 50, right, it is like the same effect of using the swing trading robot.
I see. So actually, in that case, what is the big difference between scalping and the swing?
Okay, so scalping wise is instantaneous exit when there is a spike. Okay. But swing trading is don't do anything, just shift out the stop loss as the price progress. So one is aggressively exit. Okay, one is like spike exit, one is spike, I hold it first.
Okay,
it's two different of execution.
But then after that, if you set your trailing loss, yeah, it will go up. Then at one point, it will still exit, right?
Okay, so on scalping, exit at the top. Let's say buy it spike up, it exit at the top. Swing trading, exit when there is a pullback.
Okay, understand. Now I understand.
So in the event right now, using swing trading, that it exit at the pullback is even more profitable than scalping. Why is it so? Is because you can see that recently the gold market is like keep up or down and never come back one.
Yes, correct.
And compared to MCO period, okay, don't talk about just started of MCO, that's the mid of MCO period. It's like up, down. So the kind of up, down, right? You set a very fast take profit, hard to hit. You set a very small take profit, it nothing. So that's why the scalping robot is so profitable that it is fit to sudden up, then exit, coming back, still break even, something like this. It's to get small kind of movement.
I see. But then from all these things, right, how do I get a report of how I perform? So like I want to see how I perform for gold, but then there's no such report, right?
There is such a report. So you have to generate out from your trading account history there. Right click, get it done from there.
Trading account is but then trading account. But then it's in
you're lit, right? Trendline
trading. It's in a GIF file, right? GIF file, right? That I cannot.
No, there will be two reports. One is HTML, one is GIF.
Oh, okay. Because I saw the HTML. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. Because I'm trying to see how I perform and what have been done. But I just do not know where to get my report.
I understand. So usually the one thing is that you get a report. After you get a report, then we can schedule another one-on-one call again. Then we sit down together, talk. Then at the same time, I teach you how to improve, how to set up everything. That is a usual procedure that we will do when we come to seeing the report.
Okay. Then there's another thing. If I look at the under the terminal, so there is one. If I look at trade, there's one column which is called swap.
Mm.
What is swap?
So when you go to margin account to trades, there are overnight charges. And swap is overnight charges.
Oh, okay.
And you will be surprised that in Forex, there will be positive swap, meaning positive overnight charges.
I
They pay you
see.
money when you hold the trade.
How would I know if the robot actually do a dollar average or I mean, if the price go against me, how would I know that the robot have performed a dollar average?
Okay, so only robot that will do dollar cost average is scalping auto exit. Okay, which is a UC. And there will be, let's say buy, there will be a bottom side, there will be a benchmark where it will roughly enter the trade.
Okay.
Okay.
Does it also shows in the comment column?
No, it only show in the chart.
But then the comment column, sometimes I see that something with a UC light there. What does that mean?
Means the trade is executed by the UC line. Mean like auto open, no? Like DCA trades.
Also, actually, this is dollar averaging. Okay,
Correct.
good.
By default, UC line does not execute any trade. It only dollar cost average.
I see. Okay. But dollar cost average also provided that you have a free margin there.
Correct.
Am I?
Now, one
Okay.
thing to take note is that Forex margin is 1 to 200 to 1 to 500 one. Compared to share is 1 to 2.5.
I don't understand.
Okay, in a way that share, when you reach the maximum margin, okay, your free capital there is still huge. Meaning that you put in 100,000, margin up to 250,000 maximum in share.
Yeah.
But in Forex, is you put in 100,000, your margin can goes to million one.
Okay.
And 10 million, 100 million also can.
Okay.
So most of the time when you trade, let's say 1 to 100, the deposit I put in is very, very small. The rest is all margin. So that's why people say that it's high chance to get margin call in Forex. It's because most people don't calculate this and they end up margin call. It's about the lot size in a way.
Okay. That normally, how much should you leave as your free margin? The margin level should be at what level?
Okay, so if you come from stock perspective, you will calculate from margin level. But from Forex, to calculate margin level is difficult because the formula apply different for Forex, Gold, JPY, and etc. Hence, the only formula that I follow is the one that I teach in the workshop, based on lot size. Lot size capitals. It's like how many days of sustainability of your account can go, sir.
Okay. I think that part clear up a lot of things.
Okay, so when we come to do this, usually the most conservative one is $1,000 with 0.01. That one we calculated, and then the more dollar cost average that you open, you are actually reducing more and more of your protection in your account.
But your 0.01, depending on the instrument that you trade, right? For example, when I look into Japan 225, the stock index, Nikkei stock index, I found that minimum is 1.
Correct.
So that really actually suck up a lot of my capital, right, when I'm doing trading.
Okay, so it will shift the formula a little bit. So Japan 225, they start with 1. But formula-wise, the calculation 1 should be divided by 10. So it's just that the 1 equal to 0.1 in gold market, something like this.
Okay, but then after I trade a few Japan, Japan 225, it will suck up all my capital that I don't have free money to trade others, right?
Correct. It will stuck you a lot.
Okay.
So interesting part is that this market is different, whereby Japan 225 margin is only 1 to 25. And gold is still 1 to 200.
Oh.
Up to 1 to 100. Even all under the same broker, same account.
I see. then actually, what are the instruments that you recommend for to trade?
Okay, so when come to talk about this question, right, and this is also something that from the profile that my team has just shared to me, and I think that you should understand more in terms of what is a maximum risk that this trade will incur, not on what is the market to trade. Like what I teach in the workshop in day 3, I talk about calculation, which is the most safest market. In a way, we are also talking about if you have no chance to margin call, the chance of you to profit is just a problem of time. So if you can reverse calculate back, right, at now I will say all market will be good. But if at the now market, I will just filter based on, let's say, seasonal. Okay, right now the seasonal is down on AUD, USD, and ZD USD. These two market, for example,
Sorry, AUD,
down Aussie dollar, AUD USD versus NZD USD.
What USD? The second one I cannot get you.
NZD New Zealand.
NZ. I see.
And then one more for gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
If you open the chart, you will realize that all three is dropping. Then the risk of me to open sell on this trade is like infinity high. But
yes.
I said that gold is the only one that pulled back already. Then I would say that gold is the best because the chances of gold to come down is higher. Or we said gold is already pulled back. So there will be a chance that I can enter already. Lesser risk in a way.
But that also depends on whether you are looking at how long a period that you wanted to trade, right?
So seasonal can define the period already, from 1 week to 1 week. I believe that my team got sent you guys on the seasonal analysis for this week until the next 2 weeks. Don't have.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you can get it from my team, the seasonal analysis. Okay. Later I'll teach you how to get it also from the website. You can get it yourself also.
Okay.
So on a weekly basis, we'll update you guys on all these things. And based on that,
email or what?
Should be in the WhatsApp.
Okay. I will talk to them then.
Yeah, so based on this, you will know how to enter a trade. And actually, people was asking like, what is the RSI? How to execute with RSI moving average? Essentially, it's not about the setting. It's to reverse engineer calculate that if I execute based on this at the current market, what will be the potential risk exposure? I mean, you get in it.
I know how to do RSI and MACD
moving
and
average.
all this moving average. That one I have no problem. Yeah, but sometimes, the only thing is that sometimes adjusting the period to make sure that it actually can coincide with the graph and things like that.
Correct. And yeah, so that is some of the things. Did I answer your questions?
Yeah. These three indicator, I don't have any problem even with Bollinger and a few others that I have been using quite often. Okay.
So that's why I said if you want to sell, people were asking, right? The perspective of why I'm buying when the price is going higher, or why I'm buying when the price is coming lower. So this question is really depends on current market situations. If I can forecast that it continue to go higher, of course I'm willing to buy at whatever the price. If I forecast that the price is coming down, I won't buy at a low as well, even though RSI is 70 or even RSI is like a low, moving across or whatsoever.
Yeah, I've come across a lot of this situation these 2 days. Yeah, although that the RSI is already very high, but the price went even higher than that.
True. So indicator is a lot of noise. All right, you have to know that how to filter it, and that is actually the risk that you are measuring.
Yep.
Like for a good example is that if you really based on RSI to trade 30 to buy COVID period everyone die.
I don't think you can. Sometimes you may need more than one indicator, but then when there are too many also you get undecided.
So that is actually the key point. You keep people keep finding indicator, right? But essentially the things that driven the market is not all these indicator. This indicator is just a valve on or off. But the real trigger part is the fundamental, which is either that you study the news, or for my side, I study the seasonal pattern of it.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
But other than this, like, what is the challenges that you face when it comes to do trading?
Actually, my biggest problem is that trying to understand this whole thing as a new game rather than what I have been doing in the stock market.
So you're totally new in Forex.
Yes, I'm new in Forex.
Understand.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I have one more question to ask you. When I use the ADA robot, if it says sell, but then the percentage of winning is very low, can I do the opposite?
Okay. Now,
because it's always a
ADA,
two-sided sword, right?
if you really understand the logic behind, you will stop following it.
What do you mean?
Okay, so this ADA Copilot, right, I designed it to kickstart people to trade one. A lot of people don't want to trade, just that they don't understand the risk. And the true fact is that if you don't enter the trade, then how you understand the risk?
Okay.
Okay. And if you enter, you will start to, why sometimes work, sometimes not work. You will start to think about why. Okay, then I can just tell you the answer for this. So you will start to observe. Usually at the morning, percentage will be low. At the night, percentage will be high.
Yes.
And the fact is the percentage indicating how much that it is closer toward the point, right? The expected volume.
Okay.
This strategy is called a daily volatility, meaning that every single time the price volatility will not shift much, meaning that the volume will not increase a lot or will not decrease. It will maintain around a certain mean. Okay, and the up and down is purely depends on yesterday pivot price, or we call this as if it's higher than yesterday we buy, if it's lower than yesterday we sell. As simple as that. Is using the most conventional stock trading strategy.
Oh, so your pivot price is yesterday's price?
Yesterday average price.
Okay, understand then.
So that's why I said that it's just a kickstarter. If the market is trading, of course, it just down, you sell, always winning. But it sell until the support level, you still sell, then you are blinded.
Yeah, that's why after I got that, I mean, normally after I run that, when I come to look at the market, why this one asked to buy? The RSI is already more than 70. And then when I look at the MA, it's like, hey, it's supposed to be going downward. So that's why a lot of times after I check from there, I may not be executing any trade.
Correct. So the area is actually a starting point to let you study the moving average and RSI.
Okay.
Or else people will look into MA and RSI, don't know how to trade already.
Yeah, because the first 2 days, yes, I used a lot of your ADA robot, but then I think come to today and late yesterday, I have already stopped using it.
Correct. It's a robot to force you to start to take action.
Okay.
But it's a good experience. At least you know that this is how the market react.
Okay.
On a daily basis. And
yeah, I was still trying very hard to try to read all your numbers there, how to calculate and things like that. Okay, if you tell me this, then I don't need to spend too much time. Rather, I spend more time on the chart and everything that I look on the computer.
A real trader, correct. A real trader don't rely on this, but they are predicting in advance on what will happen to this indicator. Because you have to know that indicator is a reaction of the price movement. If you can predict the indicator movement, you can also predict the price movement already.
Okay. Because if you are talking about all these indicator, which I'm more familiar in, actually, I also know how to calculate and to get all these things up faster.
True. That is a real thing.
Okay. Then it isn't that hard. But no need to understand so many things first. Then I will concentrate on studying what is here and then how the robot is doing. Then that's enough for me at the moment, I think.
Okay, so the last question that I want to ask from my side is like, what will be your expectation of learning, of the progress that you want to be in the next 12 months?
Well, how do I quantify that?
You can quantify that, you can qualify that.
um, of course, I wanted to understand more about all this kind of forex trading and go. I need more instrument to trade rather than only on stock alone, because now I'm concentrating. I think I'm depending too much on stock all these years. But now that I also need more free time, so I think some of this trading, which, okay, like I said, I'm still teaching tuition, but I need something else which is I can do other time other than my working time to make some more extra income and things like that. So that's why I need to learn up trading in other area than only in stock alone.
Understand.
Mm.
Can. And in order for me to help you on this part, just to straightforward tell you that conversation with me is important, because sometimes I don't know what you guys know and what you guys don't know. I may thought that I did something is so simple and why you still don't know.
Just
But I
don't
understand.
feel that I'm harassing you with too many messages, then it's okay.
And just be patient to me. Sometimes I may reply slow, sometimes I may miss out your message.
Don't worry. If you don't reply, I normally will ask again unless the problem, I have solved the problem.
Please. Okay.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
you have to bear with me that well, sometimes as I do, when I see something, I would have messaged you immediately rather than waiting, because after that I would have forgotten. Okay.
Sometimes my answer is like very straightforward. Hey, you why this? Because of this. Then 3 words settled already.
Don't worry about that, because I'm also, sometimes when you ask me things also, I could have answered you in very, very short message.
So you're a maths teacher or English teacher?
Wow. Why you immediately guess these two subjects?
Either one, because you either very, very, very maths or very, very English, or you teach both, then it's hard.
As a matter of fact, I really teach both. But I don't really like to teach English. I like to teach maths more.
Understand. That's true, that's true.
Because my basic degree also in maths.
And you said just now you said that you are good in calculation, so I guess that your strength should be more on maths.
Well, I love to play with numbers.
There are lots of numbers, and I'm pretty sure that my workshop is one of the most number workshop.
But I tell you the truth. I'm not sure how many people can follow up and do all the calculation that you try to do.
Understand, less than 10%.
Yeah, because even for me, with my background, I have a difficulty trying to remember what you are doing, what you are calculating, because I know the market is moving very fast. So when you try to explain, you are also explaining very fast. So before I'm able to look at, which number you are taking, gone already.
True. And that is also the problem that I'm facing as well.
Yeah,
I
because
thought you guys know.
I know you have the problem I have last time because of my background working with the broker, talking too fast. So when I was teaching students, right, kids, they have problem understanding because I'm talking too fast. So they have to slow me down all the time.
Understand. And yeah, that's throughout the process. That's why the course started to be even easier than the previous version number 1. You probably can't imagine how much that calculation be done.
It's not whether your course is easier or not, but people nowadays tend to be more lazy. They like to be spoon-fed. If you give them information straight away like that, they love it better. So like, for example, you say, to calculate the risk, you have to take this number. If you, after all, you are creating all these things, all pre-calculated. If you can do the calculation there immediately, one look at this number is this one. I tell you, you can attract more people.
It is true. And I have a certain limits that what I can do and what I don't want to do. Is I choose not to do. Because something like, as a very simple, if you want to calculate your loan, you don't know how to calculate your monthly interest. Even though it's calculated to do so, you don't know how to calculate it. manually, you will die off one. You, why my interest increase so much? You cannot answer this one. You are pissed off when doing tradings.
But you see, nowadays, even if you have calculator, have things like that, people still don't know how to calculate. They still go to the bank and ask, hey, how to calculate?
It's good. It's good. At least they ask. All right. At least they know where to find the answer. La.
You know, years ago when I was young, when I first take my housing loan, I have this problem trying to understand how the loan is, the interest is calculated. I went to the bank. I asked the bank officer, can you please show me how it is calculated? Because I cannot understand that car loan and the housing loan is different. So I keep calculating, I couldn't get it. So I went to the bank officer tell me, if you don't have a financial calculator, there's no way you can calculate. And me being from a maths background, I asked for formula. And the young officer there tell me, no formula, you need a financial calculator.
Yeah,
I was really pissed off.
The lecturer teach them.
Yeah, I was really pissed off then.
Okay, coming back to this topic, right?
Okay.
I believe that my team got sent you this kind of Excel text sheet for you.
I have.
Okay, so I just skip all the way to the side that we will talk about prop firm because if you want to talk about trading, right? I mean, in any side of trading and investment, the goal that you want to look at is how do you minimize the risk while maintain the same ROI or even increase the ROI. Okay, now in trading, the only way that I found out is to go for prop firm. You transfer the risk to the prop firm side. Okay. And then from here, you will get the, I mean, we only focus on my Forex fund on doing the trading. It's sort of like the investor of you. Can see? Or I have to make it bigger.
Oh, no, I can see. So you are using the last tab. Okay.
Okay, so when we go for my Forex fund, we will get started with a 10K account first. Okay, and this 10K account is right now costing about $84. Now this is the current price. They are up the price anytime soon. So how much they up, I don't know. Okay, but right now it's based on this formula, 10K, and the exam is phase 1, 8%, phase 2, 5%. Okay.
Okay.
And move forward from here is that after we have passed the exam, then we'll get a 10K live account. And in a 10K live account, we can trade in any target we'll do. Even zero, they're also fine with it. There's no more profit target. Just that we set a target to ourselves, like how much we want to earn. So on this side, we are earning like 2 to 5%, which is more conservative, or we call it more logical. Because in Forex, people are earning a lot. I believe that you can saw YouTube, Facebook, they are sharing a lot of high profit returns. But often they don't share with you what is the big losses behind the scenes. Okay. In trading, it's always 1 to 1 month. It's a zero-sum game. You make profit this time, then there will be a time that you will lose a lot. Okay. Since over here, we will say that just set a 5% just for ease of calculation. Okay. From profit side, you are getting 75% for the first month, 80% for second month, and 85% for the third month. In all these three calculations, you will get like 375 for the first month for 5% of profit. And for the second month, okay, for the second month, another 5%, you will get 30% of scaling. Okay, what does this mean? Same 10,000, you profit 5%, your profit sharing increases from 75 to 80. So your profit increases or in dollar amount increases. But at the same time, for the next month, your capital base profit will increase further to 13%. Why they are doing so is because you have made 10% net profit in your account, then they will increase your capital. So your capital will auto compound every 10%.
Okay. I don't understand the first one. The first month that I spent is this one. That means that before we start trading, at the start of this program itself, I have to do that, is it?
Which one?
No, the to spend the $84. No, it meaning that we are starting this immediately, or I have to do something first before we enroll for this one.
Yeah, you do have to prepare something first before enroll, especially at your current stage of beginner.
Yes.
I'm just telling you where is your starting point in the problem.
I see. Yeah, that's why I got a bit confused. Hey, how come straight away the 84? What do I do for that?
So different people will have different starting point lah. Okay, so don't be surprised. Hey, why this person can start with 4 months? Hey, why you still have to wait?
Okay, understand.
Okay.
So
But
before
everyone
this,
have a same goal lah.
okay, before this, what is it that need to be done first?
Okay, later we'll talk more on what need to be done. Okay, and what video need to watch. But let's clarify the goal move forwards first, so you know how to target.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so you can see from here we continue is that your account, most people will just continue the scaling because actually continue the scaling 3,000 per month is okay to survive already. Okay, but what we do is that we take a portion of profit here, scale up to get a bigger capitals, 499. Okay, and then we buy 499 cost of 100k, meaning 499 change to 100k. We have to go through the same exam again, phase 1 and phase 2. And then 5% of live account, same thing, profit sharing increases along the time. But then because that right now your base is huge, right? 5% of it, you'll get a large lump sum. And because you're scaling as well, your lump sum will be increment very, very fast.
Okay.
So the goal here is to have one small account as a cash flow engine and then one big account for we call it as a capital gain engine. The one that really generate a lot of wealth for you lah.
Understand.
Okay, so one thing that I will put it out front is that now this Excel sheet 5%, right, doesn't mean that we are printing money for 5%. It's always up and down in trading.
Understand.
Okay. And also to pass the exam, now the risk measurement will come in here. To pass the exam, there is no guarantee that you will pass 8% and 5% on the phase 1 and phase 2. Now, recently they make a few changes on their rules whereby they are allowing, because previously phase 1 and phase 2 is like 30 days and 30 days. But right now they're allowing for more than 30 days to pass the exam.
Oh, okay.
So when we have this more than 30 days, we have unlimited time. So it can take 1 month or 1.5 months to complete everything. Okay. But for our robot side, we usually will increase the risk, increase the lot size to make it pass even faster.
Okay.
After then we will do a bit of calculation. Let's say that we go for one exam, it costs us 84. Two exam is about 200. Three, $200, four, $400, something like this.
Okay.
Okay, we will
That means
put
you
a standard
can
of
have more
4
than
account.
one account lah.
Correct. More than one test lah.
Okay.
So when you have first account, fail, second fail, fourth, third and fourth is, third is fail, only the fourth one success. But you have already invested $400 as an exam. So you are having a $400 of expenses. But let's say that only the fourth account pass, right? You get around 5% return. It's about $375 for the first month. Now the proper rule is that once you have passed and successfully able to withdraw, you will get back your $84. So we add back is $400. In a way, you spend $400, then you get back another $400 upfront. So you are break evens.
Sure.
So that's why you said your capital risk is very, very low, and the rest of the profit is like free capital.
Okay.
So that is a risk management game that we are playing. We don't worry about losing as long as the odd is on our side. When we lose, we don't lose that $1,000. Fine, we just continue.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so moving forward from here, right? I mean, over here the question all clear already.
Yeah.
Then we will go to prop firm side. Now for prop firm side, they will focus on fully automated part and also semi-auto part. Fully auto part, the robot that go for full trading is DGV2, okay, whereby the robot is the one that goes to pass the exam, aggressive one, and also the UP is slow and steady. Of course, time to time we will swap other robot like for example DGV2, slightly higher risk just because that market right now is suitable. Okay, so this is the most conventional one. And first thing to do for most people is actually focus on UP. After that, they will focus on DGV2. Because UP is the starting point of learning how to do, we call it a back testing, optimization. DGV2 is one more on slightly more difficult, but also teach you how to set up the robot. After you done set up, we will teach you how to set up into VPS, and then on the daily basis, we will track it and make sure that the robot is there. Now, since you are Platinum, everything here will actually set up for you.
Okay.
Okay. Most
Okay.
important thing from your side is we call it as semi-auto, which is we call this as a booster for your profit process. Because setting
Mhm.
up the robot is depend on market. We cannot fix the market as well.
Okay.
Hence, while we are fixing the setting for you and do the setup for you lah, all right, you will be practice more on UC. So for the UC part is you like what you do in the trading already. You open it, do the dollar cost average, close at profit, and break even trading stocks. All these things for you. And just to
Okay.
let you know, in fact, there are students that don't do anything on robot, just straight away go with UC. I get him all the trading stuff, just pass the profit exam directly to 100K within 4 months.
Okay, that's good.
So UC is the one that if you want to be fast, it is the real fast because it's flexible. You can adjust the lot size in any time.
Okay, but your
From
UC, now your
Mhm.
UC, right? Oh, now I'm getting confused again. The swing and the scalping both also using UC, or only
No.
the swing?
Only the scalping. For accelerator, we only using scalping because it's more aggressive to take more profit.
Because I think in the video you mentioned about UC only when it was in the the one that titled swing trading.
Scalping. UC is scalping.
I watch scalping first, but that video you don't mention UC. Only the second one you mention UC, right? Or I mix up.
You mix up.
Sorry. Never mind.
Forgot
I will
the
watch
previous
again.
name. Okay, forgot the previous name. Right now you will be directly using the robot that here. Okay, on Alpha Accelerator, you use the robot here. It's a more advanced robot.
Okay, so I don't use the VIP one anymore. Okay. But then
focus on
you are
here.
going to set up another site for me, or I still use that account?
You can still use the account, it's just a demo gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, just enjoy.
I'm still playing with it actually. Still trying to understand more.
So yeah, just enjoy, no problem.
Okay.
Okay. For UC part right now, just to let you know, in the membership website, there will be 2 sections. One is Alpha Masterclass, one is Alpha Accelerator. There are a lot of video. The beginner workshop that's supposed to be beginner is Alpha Masterclass. Okay, and then they only update to Alpha Accelerator to be more advanced on prop firm.
Okay.
Now, for prop firm, you can see that there are lots of video as well, but the most important focus is these 3 video. The first 2 video is more on the robot part on how we set up the things for you. You can have a watch on your free time.
Wait. My site and your site is different. The Alpha Masterclass link that was
Alpha
given to
Accelerator.
me.
This is Alpha
Yeah.
Accelerator.
I know, but my site is different from yours. Yeah, the site given was different.
You click the wrong section, is it? Because you can see the section my site is Alpha Accelerator.
Oh, I got the Alpha Masterclass. I can come out. It's Alpha Masterclass. But Alpha Accelerator not given to me yet, is it?
Should be given because we usually give at the same time, unless they forgot about it.
No, I only got Alpha Masterclass. The link is to Alpha Masterclass.
Then likely that I will talk to my team, ask them to make sure that double check on your side.
Okay, sure. Now only I realize, how come the site is different? So I have to watch all the video here under Alpha Masterclass.
If you're not accelerator, then yes, I will usually ask for it. But for your case, we just speed it up. Okay, just watch all this to see video, Ultimate Closer.
Ultimate Closer, okay, sure. But then I will have to wait for them to give me the access first.
True.
Okay.
So for Ultimate Closer, for Ultimate Closer, you use this, and then at the end of the video, right, I will teach you how to practice with this robot. Because in the workshop, I got teach how to do like simulation, right? Set up in your own simulation in your computer. Practice how to trade together with your robot. So that you understand the behavior, understand how to make the changes. Now, in between the journey, you don't understand, always feel free to ask me. And after you've done the tester, right? Though in the video here, I will tell you that what is the goal that we're looking at. If you can reach to that limit of threshold, you can get like this kind of win rate, this kind of ROI, proceed to demo.
Okay.
And then on demo, on the weekly wise, you will trade. If it's all good, you can proceed with your own account already. Start with a small account like $100, $200. The confidence does not pop immediately got 10,000 one.
I
If
understand.
that can be done, I also hope to be so as well.
I understand. Normally we start small, just like when I do for my cryptocurrency.
Okay, true. So you get, at least you have the progressive learning curve lah. Now
No,
it's
you need to
important
have
to
a
take
feel.
note is that most people that use UC, right, at the front they will be super active, okay, and then they make super good profit, then they forgot about the stop loss. So I'll upfront tell you lah, right? Stop loss still important one. Even though it's making super good profit, some people can get 90% win rate. I know that they are talented, but does not mean that the market cannot against you. So the real thing that you have to learn is not about to make money. Is to learn how to recover from losses or how to minimize the chance of you getting losses.
Understand.
Okay, get it? Okay, so that is for UC part. Now, at the same time, we also prepare that this is more for fully automated side, and this is more semi-auto side. There will be a case that we don't hope to happen, but if the market all collapse at the same time, then we will need a robot to set up account protector to protect entire of your setup. Make sure that if there's worst case, we will cut loss everything for you.
Understand.
Okay, so this is the purpose of account protector. So before we go into the problem, right, the things that we are preparing is full auto side will be UP and DG2. At the same time will be UC. Okay. And then after all this have been done, we will go to demo. Okay, demo will be set up in the VPS, in the server.
Okay.
So you have access to the server as well on your side.
Okay.
And then if it's tested 1 to 2 weeks, all good, then we'll proceed with problem already.
Sure.
So
Sure.
if you found that, I mean, you do a lot of simulation, found that hey, you are actually progressing very, very well, just proceed directly to problem. We don't stop you one. I mean, we will even encourage you to directly get started with just UC by yourself. Because there
I
are
don't have
people
that kind of
that
confidence.
totally beginner, get started with problem in just 2 weeks. And they pass some more,
Wow. Well, then they are very good.
No, they are also beginner.
But I must have the time lah.
I'm sure that you can practice. You got weekend to practice.
We can no market how to practice.
UC can practice in simulation.
Of course lah. Of course lah. But then my weekend is more busy than any other days.
Because tuition.
No, Saturday is full of tuition, but weekend I have to be driver to all the old folks.
I see. Understand that. All right, just take your own time, all right, to manage your own study and learning curve, because I always believe that if you want to be successful in anything, fundamental is important. Your foundation is need to be very strong.
That I agree.
Okay, so for this part, right, on a money basic, just to update you, we will do a group coaching. And the group coaching wise, we will do it at the end of the month. We'll update you guys what will be the market updates, robot updates, and we will tell you that the seasonal, how to trade on this law. So you can base on this seasonal to do trading. Also at the same time, we will do 1 English session, 1 Chinese session. Topic is the same, just for people to understand, to read.
I prefer
if there's
English.
any question, usually my team will post it up to your WhatsApp. Then you can ask my team. Then we will directly answer it in the chat box. Okay, or in the WhatsApp message. I don't know what WhatsApp. In the Zoom. Direct in the group coaching.
Yeah, okay, can.
If there's anything private, you can always come to me, then we can have another one-on-one session.
Okay, sure, no problem.
Other than that, we do have seasonal chart study over here in the accelerator. So this seasonal chart, you can come in and get into here. So my internet has been slowed down. Okay, so we have seasonal chart and also we have the trading wheel robot. So the trading wheel robot is the same as the one that you are using in the workshop, but we have 3 sections, RSI and then 1 more UP. So pretty much the same thing, whereby it tells you that where it is placed to make a buy trade and sell trade. There is arrow pointing you somewhere here and here. Of course, to make a better trade is not to enter buy immediately, is to buy at a later price than them. we have provided a setting as well. You just scan the setting. It roughly guide you where it is the time to RSI 30, RSI 70, something there to enter the trade lor.
Okay.
So that is how it is being used.
But
And
we will be mostly using TradingView or MT4.
TradingView, most people how to do it is they view it on TradingView, analyze on TradingView, and then do the trade in MT4. Just
I
open and
see.
close on MT4 lah.
I
Because
see, I
MT4
see.
is a little bit cha-cha.
But I think still good enough lah.
Correct.
Still good enough.
Okay, so for seasonal chart, this is where that we always do the analysis to study for you. Market, what
by the
market to
way,
trade.
Talking about this TradingView, do we have to open a paid account or just the demo account will do?
Free will do.
Free will do, okay.
Okay, so when you go to this one, seasonal chart, you just choose the latest one. And then from here, you can see
I
that
don't know how to
we
read
have
your seasonal chart because the other day, some of the chart is sent to me, but I'm looking at it. I'm not sure what I'm looking at. With all your colorful thing, all the years, I don't know what this is. What are you showing?
Okay, so the easiest
yeah.
way to look at this is to look at the black dot is above the line or below the line.
Below, above
Above
or below
means
which
up
line?
top, the horizontal line here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's above means upside lor, going up. Below means downside
Coming
lor.
down.
If it's net, like ranging lor, not sure up or not sure down lor.
Okay.
That is the simplest one.
Not because of the line is going upward, then it is going up. Going down is going down.
No. You
So
just look at the dot.
the location of the dot.
We just connect the dots just for simplicity way to look at it.
Then it means different, because it looks like okay, like I guess it's the January and February, right? Both the dot are actually above your horizontal line, but then the line shows that it is coming down.
That means that increment reduce. It still increase, but reduce the increment.
Okay, then it's a different explanation.
So it still increase, but lesser than January already. So this grow by 10%, this grow by 5%, something like this lor.
But then when it come to March, as it cross the horizontal line, how would you interpret that?
This means coming down.
It means it's coming down, but coming down very little, right? Because if your zero is the neutral line, it is just slightly below.
Slightly below. So meaning either slowly coming down or go up a lot, but still coming back at the end of the month.
Okay.
So to be more specific, you can look into a weekly chart. On weekly chart, it shows exactly that which week will be up, which week will be down. Lor. So loading over here, spinning.
Yeah, like the connection to the VPS isn't so stable these few days. I keep getting disconnected.
It depends on time that you go in. Because if there are more and more people going in at the same time, right, it will be lagging. Morning time usually will be quite smooth.
No, but today quite bad. It keep kicking me out. I have to log in quite many times.
Yeah. That's like that. Unless you pay for the three digit VPS.
Understand. But you don't really need that unless you're really playing a very high volume game.
Correct. Unless you are agency.
Okay. So
the same thing here, you can look at it and like which week you're up, which week you're down. This one is based on week of the year. So when we look into this, we don't specifically look into which one higher, which one lower. For example, this one is very low, right? It's coming down. Correct? But we don't sell here one. Because then we're going back up again. Like what I talked in the workshop, right?
At the bottom of the dot, you should be buying what?
We don't know that exactly what time that this will happen.
Okay.
It's just that on historical wise, statistical wise, this always coming down. But we don't know that when it will go up again. Maybe Friday already up. Maybe the next day, Tuesday only up. It's still coming down on Friday. right?
Yeah. But then the only thing
market
about
is not
this,
perfect, ma.
the only thing about this is that it doesn't show like certain days which are public holidays. Well, gold market. If this is a gold market, which country is it more depending on?
Of course, USD.
USD, right? Like when US have a long holiday, will it
How long it
affect?
can be? Unlike Malaysia have everyday raya kan.
Normally it's the last week of the year, like from Christmas to New Year time. Most people are
Yeah.
on holiday. That's why
Yeah.
it dropped.
Not really drop. That the last one here is week 53. How many years have week 53?
Sometimes they try to make a good beginning for the next year. So I guess that's why the first week itself, it just went up like that.
Okay, so the reason for this people have been studying a lot. So this one is actual the most highest chance of it to happen. Okay, you have heard people that make gold trading from 1,000 to 1 million, this kind of story before?
Yeah, I heard.
That is from this period of time. I ever done it before as well. So how they actually make it is just lap it. Not the cost average, is martingers some more. So the reason of this thing to be successful is because how US people celebrate Christmas. They buy gold as a gift to others, or either they buy as a gold jewelry or as a gold bar.
I see.
For Chinese people, we also do the same thing. And these two is the top two biggest economy of the world. They're buying gold. Of course, the demand is high.
Yeah.
That's why the price up.
I see. Okay.
And usually after Chinese New Year, because Chinese New Year time is different, so that's why this always up and down, not sure. But always like end of Chinese New Year start to come down already.
Yeah, week nine, if regardless of Chinese New Year in January or February should be over already.
Roughly at March, because sometimes Chinese New Year at February, sometimes at January.
Yeah, true.
So this one is disadvantage to more people, but on Chinese it's kind of easy for us to know when will be ending time.
Okay.
So this kind of seasonal chart is what we are looking at. And what we're really looking at is not one up, one down, one up, one down. We are looking at 3 consecutive up or 3 consecutive down. Okay, like up, up, up. Or there will be like down, down, down. Hardly go have down, down. So it's like down, down, 2 consecutive week. Then we will say that, okay, there will be a higher chance that gold will come down.
But 2 consecutive week. After the 2 consecutive week, looks like all goes up.
Yeah, so we are more focusing on 3 consecutive weeks. Okay, so that regardless that this week up or down, I can sure that next 2 weeks will be still have a chance to recover. The chance of me to lose the money for the next 3 weeks is lesser.
Okay, understand.
Yeah, okay. So that is the rules of it.
I see. Okay.
Okay. So this is a seasonal chart. And I think that I have covered a lot of things today.
Yeah, you do. Hopefully I remember.
Okay, so I think that I have covered everything already. So back to your side, any more question that you would like to ask? And also, are you clear with what to do for Kickstart?
To watch your video first.
UC. You remain on UC. Focus on UC.
Okay, but I would need to have access to your alpha accelerator.
True.
Yeah. Otherwise.
So in the meantime, the scalping auto exit is the robot.
Okay, sure. I will play more on that first. There's a lot of recording here, but I don't see any of your UC here. UC is not here. Okay.
Yeah, UC is not there. Only available for accelerator people.
Okay, sure. But then from the VIP one, I still can watch again the one the scalping one.
Yep, can.
Okay, I watched already 2 days ago. That's why I mix up which is which.
Okay, so we will focus on scalping first, and throughout the progress, I will start to let you see a big picture like how to use these two, because these two essentially is a utilities robot, and it can be combined together as a very, very strong, powerful tools one.
Hmm.
Which is
Actually,
one side.
I'm not sure whether this is a good strategy or not, because that day, I forgot already which one that I was trading. I was using scalping, but then I feel that it is a bit too slow, so I changed to swing. And then there's also one day that when I was playing with this, I saw that the swing is not moving much, so I changed back to scalping. But is it do people always change like this?
No, they fix. What time frame you're using first?
Sorry?
What time frame you're using?
Oh, initially I was using 30 minutes, but because that day I was a bit like, I wanted to see more action faster, then I shift it down to 5 minutes.
Okay. So fast and slow is but depend on market movement. And you put it at 30 minutes and 5 minutes, the difference is the average candlestick size.
Yes.
So scalping robot or UC is focusing more towards how big is the candlestick. If it's like big, then it's considered as peak. Big, then peak. Then you close there. Swing doesn't matter. Swing, trailing, stop loss might depend on how much the price can move. So if the price doesn't move on go, then it's low. And also depend on the time one.
Okay.
So you can look into 3 time 8:30, 9, and 9:30 on night time. Usually this 3 p.m. this 3 time is like crazy movement in gold market.
Yeah, I know. I saw this few days.
So there are gamblers around just to opt for this kind of 3 timing. But for me, I take this as a jackpot. Like what I said in the workshop, I don't care any up or down. The reason people feel the price is move very fast is you don't focus on any up and down, any kind of movement. But we only focus on jackpot up or jackpot down.
Okay.
So
I
when
want to
there's
try one thing.
real profit.
Just enter and then don't look at the market first. Otherwise, I'm too tempted to either close it or go to buy more.
True. You have to understand and very, very clear before you enter the trade. Like what for you buy the trade. When you enter this trade, you should be having an expectation of, okay, I'm looking for this thing to exit. Either this thing up or this thing down, something like this. Every trader, when we execute, right, we have a clear expectation what will it be like afterwards. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
This is very important because it is not said that forecast is a set of expectations. A lot of people enter the trade without expectation, then it's like gambling. For example, the easiest case is that people buy property. Why people buy property? I expect that this is my house, I decorate it to be this, and only I buy. People call this as due diligence. But to buy a stock, you cannot expect this thing, right? So what you should expect? The price should move in roughly like this, upside, or roughly like this, something out. Have you seen any trader that draw like, I mean, even me, like this or move like this, draw like this?
My dad.
You see how you draw? You
my
guys
dad
also
is
should draw like this.
My dad is a super one. He don't know how to use computer, so it's all hand plot.
Hand plot is good because it's a learning. That is how you learn.
Then he can remember well.
True. Last time, how hardcore is that? I print out every single chart, I draw every single day.
I used to do that before.
No,
but
now
now the
cannot.
computer is too convenient already.
Now I do iPad. Easier. Trading view also can draw and remember that.
Yeah. True.
And one thing to make the trading even easier to make profit okay? Don't focus on intraday. Intraday there are too many noise, and the chances of successful in intraday is lesser compared to longer period.
If you don't do intraday, then what kind of period should you be looking at? Daily chart?
No. I'm saying that your expectation of profit, don't expect that this thing happen in intraday.
I see.
Because a lot of time people, like the easiest one 1% per day, they expect this thing to happen. Why the market slowly? Then you are disappointed with yourself. I thought that I should do this and do that. No, the 1% you should be expecting that, okay, in a whole month 20%, and 20% should be achieved in how many weeks? Something like this. Let's say that for gold market, okay, I'm quite short bias coming down. Okay, you can watch back the previous group coaching where I said that I'm short bias. Okay, and I'm short bias and I expect that it go to 1900. I don't expect that this thing come in a day, but I do expect that this thing will come in one of the week.
Okay.
So when halfway day, then I'll only be active. The rest of the time I'll just be passive.
I see. Okay.
So
Sure.
we will call it as having the end in mind lah.
Okay. Understand. Understand.
Mm-mm.
Well,
Okay, so
what else should I be
that's all.
doing? Besides watching the videos, what else? I think in
You
your
see, do the
yeah, you
simulation.
see, yeah. Because I also see in the what was it? Yeah. Oh, but this is the master class one. The important steps like to open an account with FX Pro and all this. Do I have to do that?
No need for now.
No need for now, yeah. Because here got register an user account with FX Pro, create new demo trading, and one by one, there's a lot of listed here.
Yeah, that one is for tracking lah, which is last time.
Okay. So I can just ignore this, Okay, sure. Sure. That's why I was already asking your team, hey, I have to get all this ready before I meet you.
Oh, I cannot. That one too fast.
Too fast, That's why I was wondering, yeah, how to do all this so fast? Okay, now it's clear. Okay.
Okay,
so,
good. So I enroll you in right now, and later after the end of this call, then you can go in and see lah.
Okay, sure. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, if there is anything, I'll drop you a message lah.
Okay, no worries. That's all for now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Good night.
Bye bye. Good night.
Good night.